Hi boys and girls. Today for Skills Unit 5, we will be doing lesson 17. And in this lesson, we will be planning narrative endings for one of the chapters in Sir Gus. Let's look at our primary focus slide. By the end of this lesson, you will be identifying verbs and sentences, distinguishing between present and past tense verbs, and you will provide the present, past tense versions of verbs. Okay, I know that sounds like a lot, but you'll be able to do it. You will also be brainstorming a different ending to a chapter from Sir Gus, and you will write a new chapter, or a new ending for the chapter, Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We can change the form of a verb to tell whether something is happening now, happened in the past, or happened in the future. Okay, let's look at my next slide. I did an example for you. So the sentence that I gave you is, I paint today. You want to think what the verb is in the sentence. What is the verb in that sentence? Good. Paint is the verb. How do we make that verb past tense? It already happened. How do we make that past tense? You add an ed to the end of that word. I painted today. Happened in the past. Already done. Okay, so painted is the past tense. Okay, let's do a little practice. It might make a little more sense. So most verbs can be changed from present to past tense just by adding that suffix ed. Okay, let's look at some of our examples that they gave us. I start. You say I started to make that past tense. You just simply add that ed, started. I want. I wanted. Already happened. Okay, add that ed. I need. What are we going to do to make that past tense? Good. Add that ed. I needed. Go ahead and write that down. Okay, and I'm going to move on to the next portion of this. Sometimes the ed suffix has different sounds. Okay, in the words above, we heard it make the ed sound. Started, wanted, needed. Okay, it can also make just the d sound. So this could be super tricky. You might think you want to just write a D, but really you just want to keep writing that ED. Okay? I called. Right? We don't say I called. You just say called. And you add that ED, just like our example. Okay, you're going to complete the rest of this page. You can either pause this video and do it now, or you can do it at the end. Okay, there is a next portion of 17.1. Let's take a look at that. Sometimes the suffix ed, remember I said it has different sounds. It can also sound like T, the T sound. For example, we ask, we asked. Okay, you don't say we asked. You say we asked. And you might think you want to write what letter? A T, right? But no, you're going to keep writing that ED. Another example they gave us, we pass, we passed. We don't say we passed, we passed. And keep writing that ED. All right, let's move on to the next part. Which sound or sounds do we say at the end of the past tense verbs listed? So numbers 1 through 6, you're going to read those words and you can read them out loud and listen to the end of that word. What sound do you hear? They did number 1 for us. I want you all to say that word. Played. And what sound do you hear? Just the D, right? We don't say played. Just played. Just the D. Okay, and number 2, sprinted. I would like you all to say that word. What sound do you hear at the end of sprinted? Yes, you hear that ED, right? Okay, so you're going to check mark that little bubble. And then do numbers 3 through 6. Think of what sound you hear and go ahead and check mark. And there's a very last question there. All of these verbs are in the blank tense. Present, past, or future. You're going to bubble in whichever answer you think is correct. Okay, you can pause this video, complete these workbook pages now, or you can go ahead and do it at the end, up to you. Whoops, oh my goodness, there we go. Okay, moving on to the next slide, write a different ending. Here we go, this is where it gets exciting. You're going to read the story called The Fearsome Beast one more time. Okay, and then you're going to brainstorm what if questions specific to that story. So there is a workbook page that can help you out. This is your planning sheet. Now today, remember, we're just planning. We're not going to actually write that ending until I believe it's the next lesson. So this is your what if page. I gave you some examples, and while you're reading through, you can think, what if Sir Gus had not blank? Okay, what if he didn't do something that he did? What is that something? You're going to plug that in. And then what if King Alfred had done something? What is that something? You plug it in. These are just examples. You don't have to use them. And then what if the knights had not blank? What is that something? You're going to plug that in. Like I said, these are just examples. You don't have to use them. Please use your what if planning sheet and then take a picture and send it to me. Okay? There's one more thing. Once you're finished with that, you're going to do 17.3. You're going to put the words in the box in alphabetical order. Okay, let's read through those words together. We have serious, person, college, brother, wonder, and rarely. Okay, you're going to put all those in alphabetical order. And that is it for Skills Today, boys and girls. I hope you all have a great day. I will be on Zoom from 9 to 11 if you need any help. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.